about that Bengals pass rush?
Pass rush?
Yeah.
Relentless, I think, is the biggest thing. The motor that they play with, it's an intensity we'll have to match and exceed. Both of the ends are hard-charging, high motor guys that play to the end of the whistle. So, we're aware of that, and we expect to be able to match that intensity.
The prospect of being without David Njoku in this game, and who knows for maybe a little bit longer too, but just your approach to heading into it without him and Farrow and what you're going to do.
Yeah, it just gives guys opportunities to step up. We've been in these positions before. As a coaching staff, you got to find ways to get your best players on the field. Unfortunately, we'll see what happens there. But Dave was playing at a really high level, so somebody will have to fill some big shoes if they step up for Dave.
How much, schematically, do you think would change if you don't have those two guys, right? So you just be down to Harrison and then maybe some practice squad guys, or Michael even. Do you think you would have to go more two backs or more three wides?
We'll see. We'll see who makes it to the game. But, we're definitely ready for whatever scenarios unfold later in the week. We feel good about the guys that are available, regardless of who it is. It may look a little different than it has in the past if those guys can't make it, but we still have confidence in the guys that we'll put out there, and we'll have scheme available for the people, the personnel that we put on the field.
Just so dangerous over the middle of the field. I mean, without him, do you still feel like you can have that, that weapon or that presence in the middle there?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll find a way to get it done. That's our job as coaches to find schemes that fit our players' abilities.
In off season and really in this part of the regular season, developing a guy like Harrison, does a game like Monday, if he has that increased role of the tight end one, give you an ability to maybe showcase that kind of work that you've been doing with him on the side?
Yeah, I think so. I think it gives him an opportunity to go out and, like you said, showcase his abilities. The last time he played an extensive role was in 2020 as a rookie down at Cincinnati, and really came out and had a really good game. Oftentimes he's not the number one target in the tight end room, just because of the guys that have been in that room before him. But he will be the top guy if those other two don't make it to the game on Sunday. Excited for him. He works as hard as anybody. Really smart guy on the football field. Has great instincts and awareness. Catches the ball well and gives you everything he's got in the run game. So hopefully he'll step up to the challenge.
I think combined only have one touchdown catch so far this season, and I'm sure that's not where you would want it to be right now. So, what can you do to try to get those guys more involved in the red zone and the end zone?
Yeah, big bodies down there, big targets. We've had success running the ball in down there. It takes away from opportunities to throw it in. We'll take them any way we can get them. Okay, touchdowns, regardless of who's scoring them, we're happy. We definitely have tried to put our guys in positions to make plays down in the red zone. It just hasn't happened yet to this point.
That was a good defensive front you played last week, and I know you guys had a couple of breakdowns, and Jacoby managed to wiggle himself out of a couple precarious situations. Was it just that? Were they making good plays? Were they running good stuff at you guys up front?
Yeah, that's a good front. I mean, we had a lot of respect for them. We protected well for the most part. We had a few breakdowns here and there, but Jacoby does a great job. We got to be better in the pocket with the ball. We can't put two on the ground. Obviously, that's an area we've addressed, and he understands that. But he's made a handful of plays for us already this year where he has dodged a bullet in the pocket and gotten out and scrambled for positive yards. So just continue what he's doing with the more emphasis on just ball security in the pocket.
On that one, I know Campbell made a nice play on that, but is that
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
You're going to tell him as a quarterback coach that you don't want him to put that ball on the ground, but at the same time he's winding up to start his throwing motion to a wide open receiver. So it's that fine line. But ultimately, ball security is what we strive for.
Downfield for you guys on that play?
Yes, there was. Yeah. But that's football, and this is a game of inches, and that was just 1 inch in the other way, and as we convert there on third down, and we're moving again. So.
Donovan in his couple of years here has kind of had a tendency to make big plays against the Bengals. But just for him as a receiver in general, it seems like no matter how many targets he's gotten, he's always a guy who can make an explosive play like that. Just how difficult is that for especially a younger receiver to kind of keep that mentality?
Yeah, I mean, he is playing at a high level for us right now. Every time we've asked him to step up and make a play, he makes it. Multiple contested catches on the season. Over the course of his young career here, he's caught multiple balls down the field. He tracks it extremely well. He's made big plays against Cincinnati, and we're going to need him to step up this week.
You were complimentary of Jed. Did you notice, it looked like, I mean, he gave up some pressures and some sacks. Did you notice anything that he was doing or that he didn't do Sunday that he had been doing?
You know, and not just Jed. I think we all just have to step up and play at a higher level. It wasn't just Jed. Jed probably didn't have his best game if you look back and you can ask him, but we all need to hunker down. You know, we do some really good things at times, and then we get in these lulls. We got to avoid those lulls. We had a couple 3-and-outs, you know, in the middle of some good offensive football, trying to find ways to, you know, to get out of those little funk in the course of the game where we're going 3-and-out, and then we had a 4-and-out with the strip sack fumble. So that's what we're trying to avoid: more consistency at moving the ball down the field and putting it in the end zone when we hit the red zone.
Yeah, on Amari, you know, sometimes that gets called, sometimes it doesn't. What do you say to him after that?
Yeah, maybe it gets called early in the season if that's a playoff game, and it's not going to get called. I mean, it's just whatever they see at the time. It's gone both ways multiple times. I've been on the good end, I've been on the bad end. You know, I'm not going to ever place judgment on the referees. They're doing what they see, so we just got to live with that call.
That shot, is that Jacoby seeing something, or did you guys see something that
It was
maybe
built
they-
into the call. It was something that we felt good about. We liked our matchups. We liked the scheme, and we got lucky and got the right look. It was just unfortunate.
Anything stand out to you going against Joe Hayden over the years?
I'm sorry?
Anything stand out to you when you've gone against Joe Hayden over the years?
No, not really.